Hey everybody, Asher here. It is time for more Starsector. Where we last left off, this orbital habitat is being orbited by two remnant, a fragment, and a suborder that we will probably have to take on together. Should be fairly straightforward. We have a few missions that we are trying to do here. One includes a bounty that's actually up there, up in Jing or somewhere nearby. We also have a mining station and a derelict ship that we may be able to get to in time. But for now, we definitely want to see if we can get this Singularity torpedo launcher, because that is just a good weapon in general. We also have the red planet over here, so we may be doing a little bit of a boomerang move. You know, while I'm here, it's worth taking a look at the actual civilization map here, because I'm not sure if anybody's colonized up in the northwest. So one of my questions I'm going to have, fuel's probably going to be fine. I did buy another fuel tanker. Supplies may be another issue. I may need to pop back into the core worlds before I go up to wherever the bounty is over here. But it's been kind of an interesting time. I've gotten some feedback from you all in the comments section, which I always appreciate. And one of the questions that I got is that I need more combat frigates. I have a lot of these bigger ships, and one of the goals was to try to feature a little bit more of the Wolfpack. Now, technically, let's not be mean to the frigates that are down here as well, but that is true. And one thing that I can do is go through and try to buy some more frigates. It's true, but if I go over here in the custom production, we do have some other options as well. Now, one of them is obviously, oh boy, some of the Rosenritter stuff here, which these things are good. And you know what? I am actually going to build two of them. But these are not the only frigates that we have. There are definitely some other things that I can try to do, including some cheaper ones, just to see what I can do to make them kind of work here. Like, we did have, obviously, some of the Brighton Glimmers. They're not holding up as well as I'd kind of hoped, although technically they are still good here. I'm just wondering if there's any other frigates that work out pretty well. Like, there's some of the phase frigates that are expensive as hell. If we can get some more big ass lasers on them, that wouldn't be terrible. Could try some lacewing frigates. Those are high-tech kind of buggy things. Let's do two of those. And then what else do we want to do? The Lampreys are okay. They kind of die really fast here. I'm honestly thinking of either the Electo from the Mikoyan Engineering here, which has a small universal and 4 small hybrids. There's a lot you can do with a mashup of small weapons together. Or the Centaur here, which just has a small and a medium here. Honestly, let's look at the speed real quick. Where is speed? 165 versus 160. I'm going to try some Electos here. Let's build 3 of these. Yes, it is suddenly another much larger purchase order. But I think it is good that as we're trying to do this playthrough here and have a little bit more of the work of Wolfpack Tactics actually doing the work here, I wouldn't mind having some more frigates just to roll in, because we've seen how powerful it is when I have a bunch of frigates swarm in. Now, this doesn't stop me from necessarily being able to go and buy some stuff as well, but that gives my production some things to do, especially if we look at my colonies here. This should be done at this point, and we shouldn't be getting too many errors here. I'm going to look forward to not having hazard pay on this colony, but it's gonna take some time. We are super subsidizing everything else here. Void extraction apparently not doing as much of a moneymaker as maybe I was thinking, but it'll be fine. We're gonna terraform the shit out of Hanturaya, and it won't be a haunted place much longer. This place is pretty much always gonna be expensive to maintain, but we knew that from the hazard rating. The benefit here is the privateer base. We may be able to add some other junk to make it a little bit better a little bit later on. But anyway, we have a orbital habitat to visit. So let's come knocking. Okay, so you're patrolling and you're patrolling. So far, nobody really wants to say hello to us, so we'll just explore. And attempt to open the pod, and inside the pod we get Lieutenant Bruce Yamamoto, which reminds me of one of the other questions of, are you ever going to add more officers? Holy crap, this is not the thing that had the thing. Alright, so we can double tap it. We get a beta core. I was really hoping this would be it for the exploration, but now we're going to have to do just a little bit more work. We do have a ping over here. So since those guys don't want to engage with us, we're not going to engage. We did lose some money here, and some of that was from, a lot of that was from production, which means we're going to be making a profit here before too long. Let's see what's down here. We have a Filch cargo shuttle with a mining station that we're salvaging. So we're literally going to have to go over the orbital rings here. But yeah, one of the things on my to-do list is to go through here and see officers, like try to add in some people here. You're a steady officer with some decent stuff here, but I'm going to dismiss you for now. So go back to space, Mr. Roboto. We'll acquire some more officers, and if there is more interest, I can really add as many officers as I want to. It just comes down to being a little bit of a balance thing. We did have some fun with fighting the whole I have 15 officers early in the save with actually paying for them. Now I think we went all the way over here. Some of these other jump points are places to go, as well as this empty area, but I do kind of want to get this taken care of. So we're gonna do our best to find our stuff and apparently fly in all the gaseous goodness here, because that's how we like to slow it down. Okay, so nothing here. The most exciting exploration episode you've ever seen. I've told you before, and many times since, how much it pains me to explore ring systems, especially blue supergiant or blue giant ring systems. So we have another fleet over here. Who are you? Oh, hi. What can I do you for? You are a friendly mercenary flotilla who is intercepting my fleet. I'd like to know more about why you're doing this. Okay, too large to disengage. Are you trying to fight? Accept the comm request. Whatever the scavs find, it'll be mine. Maybe I'll pay them a few credits. Maybe if I'm feeling generous. With ugly smile, the merc pauses, watching you. You, on the other hand, need to get out of here for your own health. He says this with a smug sincerity, apparently confident that it'll have you turn around and flee at max burn. The comm link is abruptly terminated, so their neutral posture, they're trying to bully me out of here? Like, guys. Don't get me wrong, your fleet's pretty impressive. So that's cool, I guess. Like, you're totally a pirate non-pirate. Weird. So we didn't search around Honora yet, so let's do that. The Ludic Path got bored with us, so that's exciting. So apparently he doesn't want me searching around his territory. Okay. We may have some ruins here. It's hard to tell with the other stuff. Actually, it looks like we probably don't have ruins here. Let's perform a survey anyway, because we're here. We have some scattered ruins. Okay. And if we explore the ruins, get a mud skipper and a decimator. No thanks. Salvage. And look at that! Singularity torpedo launcher blueprint. Alright. This is why sometimes you just gotta hope for the best and expect everything to work out. So, this is a good weapon. We're gonna learn it now. And this is what we came here for. So now we can stop pissing off those wannabe independent pirates. And we have a few days left to do this. So we can definitely go here. We can go over here. It's fine. We can probably make this. How's our supply? Our supply count's actually really healthy. So I could have, like, here's the thing. I could have fought them, and I probably could have punched them out, and it would have been an interesting fight with some really big ships and stuff. But I have other things to do. I can't just sit here and fight every single person if I'm also pissed off. Oh, wait. If I'm also pissed off about the idea that nobody, or that everybody wants to just be an asshole and everyone's just fighting all the time. This is a medium beacon for this red dwarf. Let's just poke in here real quick at the fringe jump point, just so I can log what's in here. Okay, so that's a dormant subordo sensor array. We have an inactive gate. Interesting. Interesting. All right. One ping for the fam. Probably could have searched that debris field for something good. I was hoping it was a red beacon. Okay, who are you? Are you still my buddy? Yeah. That's a sensor ghost. Okay. It's the buddy that will be explained in future story missions. Really? Okay. Maybe we dive a little south here. And try to go through this stuff. We're going to get launched just a little bit. Alright. So, prize a high orbit, fix the degraded engines. I was told about 10 episodes ago that we would not get any repairs on this until everything else was repaired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 D-mods. We're running out of repairs to do on other ships, and we did have another ship like that actually died. Which I guess is one way of solving that. But see, we're making a profit now. No real industrial presence exists on the place that we raided last. Wand is now decivilized. So I'm glad we could give that over to the Kingdom of Terra. So the rebellion is over, and apparently the only way to win is to not play, because everybody's now fighting World War III with sticks. Just combine two. Ooh, Conquest Mission Tar. Hey, just a second. That's not what we want. This is what we want. Alright, Tar. Is that on the... That's the Persian League. For 500,000. It's on our way back. We'll accept that. Anytime we can kick the Persian League while they're down. Okay, now these guys may try to fight me. Like morons. So we will oblige. And we will oblige with not our full complement of ships, but just enough to let them know that we're kind of annoyed at their interruption here. See, I like the lampreys because they're 2 deployment points of fun. Let's see if the Lightspeed Plus can continue to not be an issue here. Okay, so we're going to just drop you here. Drop you here, and everybody else is going to do the thing. Alright. I actually didn't deploy myself, did I? So, cool. We'll just have a good day. Who do we want to watch? You know what, Fimbulwinter? Let's watch you, because this is a ship that was specifically designed by a viewer, and I need to... So you have ×2 speed up. You are currently surrounded by lots of other little buddies here. And there's our poor lampreys. They're doing their best. And now you are engaging in a 3-on-1. So once we can get our whole fleet back here, let's go ahead. Kill this point, kill this point. It's our space blob versus their space blob. So let's slide you guys over here to take on the Brilliant. And let's slide you guys over here to just jam in the middle. Seems fine. I know technically I shouldn't be eliminating, or I shouldn't be engaging. I shouldn't be eliminating, I should be engaging. So we'll engage these two, and then we're going back to the Fimbulwinter. Here we go. Alright, so the nice thing about the Fimbulwinter is that it's largely ballistic. You don't always know how that's going to do against the remnants, and apparently Bobby B has decided to not engage the full rest of the fleet. So here's the main fight. And here's the Fimbulwinter trying to look for the 3v1. 3v2, there's a glimmer. We get our nice blast of cannoning here. And, oh boy. Did we lose... Oh, wow. They want to tell people that Ludism is a very dangerous religion. This is my only comment. A worn-out shoe is my only comment. Did we lose... We didn't lose you. Okay. So there's the Fimbulwinter that's fighting all the way over here. Let's take a look at the Grim Beamer over here. So Grim Beamer, which is supposed to be firing its 2 Tachyon lances. There we go. But God willing, your faction will soon be cleaned from augmentation and ideology. So the light speed was destroyed again. So I think we may just call that one a wash. that build just isn't working. And that's okay. And now we're just going to have to fight everybody very slowly. We lost another glimmer. So let's send you guys over here to fight this guy. Now we have ye old Benny Hill music. Let's chase around. Let's look back at what Bobby B is trying to do. Because now we do have numbers. Yeah, the remnants just love moving around. Alright. Okay, the enemy fleet is now destroyed. Nice. Okay, so we lost 2 glimmers and an apogee. We can recover the apogee, so we're going to. Fortunately, we got some extra crew. I could try to take the drone ship cruiser here. I still know that I need to, like, take some more ships with me. I don't like lumens. That's one of the issues. Is that, like, for all these frigates, there's just some remnant ones that are really good, and there's some remnant ones that are kind of garbage. Anyway, we got Lux here, another hypervelocity driver, very standardish stuff. And we are, in fact, going to go ahead and just mothball. Well, yeah, we're just gonna mothball it, and I guess we'll put you on ads because we probably need one anyway. Okay, Mr. Ganymede Oberon, who's a reckless pilot in a ship with safety overrides. Maybe not the best combo here. There's definitely a good build that we can do with this ship, so that's fine. Anyway, where were we going? Over to Alpha Boar, hopefully. Let's see here. Mining station. Please don't be some distance away. Asteroid field. Oh, that's probably even worse. Okay, well, here we go. I have set myself up to fail, as is tradition. By the way, if we're looking here now, that's 2 battle cruisers and then 2 battleships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cruisers. So we have a cruiser available. So I think we're going to swap out the apogee for the one that I parked in the core worlds. We also have that bear, which is very exciting. So we're going to go in the inner system jump point here and hope that there's not another big asteroid field. Oh, okay. What was the word here? And the Alpha Boar system. Well, I guess technically those are asteroid fields. All right, volcanic, desertic. I guess we can scan this as well. This is fine. But like I said, our supply count's going to start being an issue. Okay, nothing too exciting here. No pings. I'm going to lose a 50-50 real quick. Watch and learn. Nope. I was fine. There was never a problem here. Sensor package. So there's more money. We can explore. There's going to be a lot of ore here. Oh! Soil nanites. Improves farming. We could actually get rid of the transplutonic ore from one of our farming planets and install this. So, that's cool. That's cool. We don't care. We really don't need that much. So, it's the first time I've seen soil nanites in a while. So, this is fine. Okay. Mission done. Next, we're going to go visit the Red Planet. Everyone who's played Starsector should know what this is. If you don't know what it is, we are about to go listen. We listened to a terrible story from some old spacer in a bar that was like this horrible ship came out and attacked and killed everybody, which in the Persian sector we also call Wednesday. So, yeah. But apparently this one's special because it's the remnants. You know, they're up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood and getting one little fight. There's words here, but all I can see is Will Smith slapping somebody. So he's got to take his own advice at some point. Alright. So we're being chased. It's fine. We have to go through another slipstream. Maybe we don't. We can use this gravity well. It's really interesting that the stars cut through the slipstreams. I like that. I like that the slipstreams don't just pass through everything. Are we in the right area? I guess we are. Because we haven't actually explored this place. There could be some really good stuff here. That is a double star system with 2 blue giants. Don't want to know. Okay, intersystem jump point. Now this fight should be fairly straightforward, but the goal here is to get the defense system on this lifeless world. That is the goal. That's an acid world, which always makes me think of the IT crowd where he gets sent off to Manchester. It's like, hey Roy, why can't you walk anymore? Acid. I can't even say it like him. So automated defenses. Here we go. This is something that's available in the base game. This is how, when I have played previously, this is where I got my Radiant from. We're going to bring everything because I know I just said we have supply issues, but this is what we're here for. So I get to fly today. Who knew? So much like the Doritos from before, the Radiant is just going to speed into combat here. And I think, honestly, we're going to send every single Did one of my person... Oh, the poor Norlasher got one shot. I am shocked by this information. Okay, we are just going to eliminate. We're going to send all of our little things in here. Because the number one thing, the only thing, even with my viewer help build for the Brilliant, the only thing that could take me down was getting surrounded by a bunch of ships. Which, unfortunately, versus the Doritos, is a pretty common occurrence. So, Project Casimir, this is fine. But yeah, this is you take out a Radiant by overwhelming it. Unfortunately, I'm getting overwhelmed myself. Did I just literally teleport myself into a blast radius again? Did I not learn my lesson before? Okay, so you're dead. Fortunately, I'm not dead. Alright, so everything else should be fairly straightforward. Can I get the skill shot? Oh, actually got a Lumen, because they're not nearly as fast. Alright, so that all you got? I guess so. The Glanzwurf, as it were. Alright, that's everybody. Ship recovery time. We are going to recover the Norlasher, I guess. Could recover another Glimmer. Let's do it. I was just saying here. Alpha Core, 2 tack lances. I love it. Alright. We'll coin flip that Alpha Core here in just a second, maybe. But anyway, it's here. Like I said, one of the rules of the run is that any of the cores that we find out in the world, there's a 50% failure rate. So, salvage team down to the facility, same as before, and we get a bunch of treasures here. So, a plasma dynamo. We actually don't really need that, because we don't have any gas giants where we are here. A Gambit class light cruiser retrofit template. Interesting. Turn a Venture into a Gambit. Apparently can't learn that yet. A heavy blaster blueprint, kind of boring. A Death Gaze assault laser blueprint, not boring at all, but we already know it. And hypervelocity driver blueprint, incredibly useful. And planetary shield. I could sell it for $1 million, or I could build it for myself. And my plan is to build it. So boop, boop. Can't learn, boop, boop. It's fine. Double tack lances across the sky. I don't even think I have random.org up and available here, so let's do random.org. And then if we do window capture right here, let me just do the property settings here real quick. Apparently right now it's Vampire Survivors, so that's fine. That's right, because I had some weird times actually recording it here. So congratulations, enjoy some of the other tabs that are open here. 0, 1. So if it's a 0, it's a defective alpha core. If it's a 1, it's a good. All right, so it's a good alpha core. See, look, we were responsible. Did it that time. The reason that I like that limitation, even though I know some people complained about the rules and how the run was going before, is just because, oh, we can just actually flip the gamma cores as well. So back on top. I like this. Oh, you know what? We can just do 50-50 anyway, so we don't have to individually roll each one. So we can just drop 2 of these. Let me just Alt-Tab one more time because we accidentally almost left the window capture on for a bunch of recording, and that would have sucked. So, yeah, like I said, cores are actually really easy to get, to the tune of one of the mods that actually makes I think it's Unknown Skies that puts a lot of the remnants out in hyperspace. It also significantly nerfs the amount of cores that can drop because they are super, super available. And I think a 50-50 split is a nice balance even for the current amount that we have to do things, to make the scarcity, make me make choices instead of just I throw an alpha core into all the things. Why are we surveying an acid planet? Let's not do that. We are actually a little low on supplies again. We're not over encumbered. We're just repairing. So see, this is what I was concerned about before. We do have a derelict ship up here in 33 days to get there. I think we'll be able to do that. But before we take on this bounty, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to park in the core worlds real quick. Are there any gates nearby? We haven't done a good job activating gates. Of course, we activated the one in fucking Brighton. So we could do an inactive gate here. We have that one. Oh, we have this one all the way over. We could go home. I don't know if I want to go all the way home, but we could go home. Like I said, the limitation is not that I'm not allowed to use the Janus device anymore, which I wasn't allowed to for pretty much the entirety of the run. It's I've got to be able to have like an emergency situation. The Janus device, if you're unfamiliar with the story for Starsector, it does a lot of stuff here. So we're raiding Ludic Path Star System. That's fine. See, once again, our supplies are problematic. We are already out here. This gets me pretty close with Legio. I guess the question is, like, we are literally just burning through those. Yeah, it's not gonna make, well, we miss out on a contract, but we'll have to double back anyway before doing the other thing. And this way there is a possibility we make it. I just don't want to lose all. Well, we're only doing 18 per day now, so if we're good, and we may get some more supplies on the way here. It's right here. It's 29 days to complete, 13 days at base burn level for 80,000 money. And it's located in asteroid belt in the Delta God damn it system. It's not how we pronounce it. That's not a nice thing to say. I'm a bad role model. Charles Barkley would be proud of me. We need to, unfortunately, not cut through all these hyperspace storms, but once again, you can hear thunder in hyperspace or space. Sound just needs any kind of medium to vibrate through, which is where one of the more interesting Mythbusters things that I saw is like, in space, can somebody hear you scream? Yes, they absolutely can, because the sound will vibrate off of the air that you are expelling from your body while you're screaming, which is just an idea that I had never thought of before until that was there. I don't remember if that was a Mythbusters or a Mythbusters Junior, but that was a decent show. Okay, if this is... Okay, hostile. Are you all coming for me? You're running. You're maintaining contact. It's fine. This is the place, right? Okay, because I really don't want to get in a fight with such low supplies here. So we're going to do fringe jump point. We're not even going to play. Unfortunately, fringe jump point's a little far away. But hey, we have a derelict ship. Apparently, I left it there before. So look at me being smart. If I didn't think I could take the fight before, we're going to be okay now. So here we go. Sensor package. And we are not going to take it. We're going to salvage. 51 supplies is actually a significant difference. So we definitely can't go to Neutron primary. Oh my god, are you serious? You are actually hanging out in Delta Jing. Okay, I definitely can't go in there in low supplies. Okay, Legio, last I checked, hates us. Oh, they're just suspicious of us. Like I said, game recognizes game. Pirate recognizes, or ex-pirate recognizes person that will bend the laws to try to enact their vision upon the world. So we're just going to go right. We're actually going to fly right by Jing, which is a little awkward. But yeah, we don't want to sit in the nebulae too long. All right, so fortunately, no massive explosions here. Should be able to get back before we have some kind of disaster scenario where I run out of fuel and supplies. We haven't seen that happen in this series before. Alright, so like I said, I do not want to take this fight when I have no means to repair. So it's going to feel a little silly that I slide to the right here, but this is the right move. So we're just literally going to pass by where we're going. It's like we're on a road trip, you know? And you could go to any gas station. But like the one with the good snacks is just a little bit past your exit. Or like, you know, oh, no, there's just so many examples. It's like, you know what, you're driving to the beach, and there's this place that you always want to eat at that's really good that you don't have in your local town. And so you drive a little bit past your exit to go further down the highway to go get your, like, good diner food stuff. And then you get to the diner and you realize that the building, they shut down and the building's been bought out, and now it's like a little annex to a Super 8 or something, and it really pisses you off, even though you could just get the same kind of food almost elsewhere. Oh no, not that turned into a personal narrative of losing a restaurant my kids really liked on the drive to Ocean City, Maryland. But okay, you're not actually gonna fight me, are you? Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't mind fighting these guys, I just don't have time for them to be morons. How much longer do I have on this bounty? 211 days. We're not really in any rush right now. So that's a lot of other bounties that got posted while we were here. 282, 24 days. Someone was talking about seeing a castigator. I did really like the last castigator I had. That's 24 days for this one. Yeah, we could double our money. That's Persian League wants this one. That's super easy. That's pretty easy. That's not as exciting. We may be, I don't know if I'm going to do a 2-for-1 this episode because we only have so much time here. A binary star system and well, unfortunately there's 2 of those. So, and one of them's a blue giant. Volcanic world. Is there a volcanic world in here is I guess one of our questions. Yes. So that's probably Gamma Eye. Anyway, we're here. They're only suspicious of us now. It should be okay. I know in the past they've like really just tried to attack us. Oh look, Beholder Station. Bunch of sensor contacts. We're really just here for food, fuel, and fun. Or probably supplies too while we're here. And they're getting attacked by somebody, maybe. You know, it's really weird. It's weird to do this stuff and have money to do it. Okay, so we have no supplies. Their supply prices don't suck. That's a plus. We actually need some of their... Ooh. Oop. Nope. Too many things. We definitely don't need their Marines. Alright, what can we sell? What are you buying? What are you selling? I'll buy it at a high price. We could probably do better. We're not going to do much better than that. We could do better than that, but we're not going to. Ship components. Yeah. The markets for some of the shit's saturated to the point where, like, I don't really care. I probably do care about not selling the food for that little, but what's our turnaround going to be? And honestly, the plasma dynamo, I don't even need. And the Death Gazer Assault Laser Blueprint. Let's give that to the pirates. Well, apparently that didn't give it to the pirates. I guess we got to actually sell it at a pirate place, so it's fine. Can I buy it back? Yes. Okay, so we'll try to actually sell it to the pirates. Alright. No, we're going to hit the sort button. I don't know why I've been making that mistake a lot lately. I was told I accidentally sold an overpowered weapon before by just blindly selling all this stuff, so we're just going to sell like this and try to pay attention. Okay. So a little more fuel is good. That's a lot of supplies, but it's fine. Like, the prices here are still okay. Repair ships. Nothing exciting in the comm directory. Unsanctioned bounty board. Daniel G, not so good. Zaffrod Beetlebrox, not very good. Smokey McSmokerson. He's actually... Why are you in Delta Jing as well? No. No, no, no. Alright. Underworld bounties, more challenging. Not a good enough pay. Alright, so we're not doing two bullshit bounties in Delta Jing. Enda is fine. Hopefully you guys don't mind that I trade on the black market so much. And, oh no! HMI! Oh. Loading food and organics. Could actually do it. Okay, so we're gonna buy this. Alright, how are we doing on fuel? We can get to Jingen back. That's all I really care about at this point. Okay. Let's go. Like, that's an unknown fleet defending this place. I don't really care. Like I said, some days I'm going to care a lot about this stuff. Some days I have my own shit to do. And today's one of those days where I have my own shit to do. Instead of getting wrapped up in all of this poking the other factions around. Alright, let's go up here. Now, technically, this would be better if I had fixed the light speeds build, but we'll be fine. Binary star in the eye system. We said it was probably here, didn't we? We have 2 volcanic worlds to choose from. How many days left on this bounty? 17 days, so if we get it wrong, I guess we just keep going, right? Alright, so like I said, one of the things is that we are definitely going to be trying to get some stuff over here. That's good. Get our fleet kind of built up together. We have 2 volcanic worlds to choose from. It's not that one. It's this one. And it's an unidentified fleet. And they're pirates. They're friendly pirates. Did they see us coming because we had our transponder on before? That would be kind of a mistake. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's one of the problems here. Is that I misplayed that because I had my transponder on. It's fine. Okay, so all that means is that we're just going to go up to Jing. This is kind of the main event anyway. I was hoping not to have to push it off to the other place. So that's the second bounty that I've missed with transponder fuckery, but it's fine. Important thing is that I found it. Okay, so now we're going up to... Okay, one more time. Are we seriously in the Neutron Star? Oh, alright. Y'all really want to, like, play the Death Spiral game, don't you? And you better still be running from my fleet. Alright, so we're going to have to E-burn once to get through here. Preferably not like that, and that's exactly what we had to do. Okay. Alright, the raid on the Alra star system failed. Hooray, we got pitiful stuff. Alright, this is a Neutron Star. It's a lot of planets around a Neutron Star. Supposedly, you're hanging out in the middle. I'm gonna get blasted, aren't I? Wow. Okay, so... some distance away. It's probably over here. And she just got blasted, so... Can I make this in time? Okay, hyperspace. And we have a little thing hanging out of here. While we have a minute, let's take a look and see what this is. This is a Prospector exploration vessel. We're not going to take it, although it looks interesting. Alright. That should be enough time to do this. Okay, so... Like, we saw you. We literally saw a fleet hanging out here. There we go. Oh, man. I swear, if y'all just got, like, your combat readiness roasted by a star here, so... Y'all are friendly. Avatar Vengeance's Armada. But it doesn't appear to be certainty of identity. The pirates will understand, right? We want the red hand. And there's... Look, there's a castigator. So... You have someone saying they want me to get a castigator. My dog is apparently wanting to dig the bed in really well, so let's move into engage. We're bringing everybody. We're near the core worlds. Okay, we're not bringing everybody. I don't even know if that glimmer's fully equipped, but we'll bring it. This poor apogee, it just needs some love. All right, so 2 stars. I give this fleet 2 stars. I just did not feel I could personally connect with its message while I'm watching this video shitting on the toilet. And that's why we love user reviews. Alright. Beats sitting in the office. Well, you know, a spaceship is really just an office that you can take with you anywhere you want to go, so... And of course, during this fight, we will get blasted by a Neutron Star this whole time. So that's exciting. We are supposed to get money from this, but also we are supposed to get love and companionship from this. All right, so probably speed this up a little bit just to get into our engagement positions. My Glimmer should be able to win a one-on-one here. At least we're able to harass enough. Let's ditch you. We'll ditch you as well. All right, so we got a bunch of little ships up here. Let's actually back off just a bit. Let's get to our. Let's defend our support area here. Let our big ships get up here, and then we can start to engage because they have kind of split off a little bit. Ouch, Joe. Sorry about that. And since they have split off a little bit, we may be able to take advantage of some of it. Of course, I don't want to like park in front of my flagship. But yeah, here we go. Now we got a pretty nice spread. Some good old, give me the peanut butter, the jelly, the horseradish. Why would you put horseradish on the peanut butter and jelly? I don't know. Oh, we missed it. Okay. Don't really need to do a 2v1 here, but if we can let our big ships do their business and fire over here. Can I steal the kill? Yes, I can. I am not a nice captain. Okay, so right now the whole defend point here is working very well. Their group is spread out like hell. I don't see their flagship in play, but I do see some stuff back here that tells me it's lurking. Alright, so we did actually manage to take that out. Now I gotta make sure that Joe Steele doesn't actually push me into death here. Okay, we can... Okay. Definitely want to slow this down now. We are actually getting some good old-fashioned slowdown from shit here. Can we back this up? No, I did not want to engage and put my engine... Oh my god. I just threw my engines at the wrong ship. Alright, so now I just gotta make sure I don't die. Doesn't look like I'm the target of too much here, but now we back off. I gotta practice that system a little more. We actually have a little bit of a danger here because we're getting surrounded a little bit, so let's send you guys over on this. And let's focus you guys up here in the middle, because this is going to take us to the big fight. All right, actually, let's send you guys on this one. All right, here we go. Good plan. We don't have too many other ships that we can send, so it better be a good plan. All right. So there's one big ship, and there's the biggest ship of all. The veritable friendship, as it were. Now we have our Rosenritter buddies, Tony, doing his best to look good here without his triangle collar. But definitely having some flex issues going 2v1. We have better support up here. And I'm suddenly about to be in a position where I'm taking on two very large ships, which is just a touch awkward. Okay, fortunately we do have some shielding that is potentially available to save us a little bit. Okay, what is going on with my fleet? The AI has almost presented me with too many targets here. We're just going to eliminate this. Except for you. You need to get the hell over here. You are grossly out of position, Grim Beamer. So we have ended up trying to engage, and as a result spread ourselves out really thin. We have all of our tiny little frigates over here, which actually goes back to the point of, hey, by the way, don't you need more frigates in for your Wolfpack Tactics fleet? Let's just dump everybody on here. We take out their big domino, the rest of them fall, right? Okay, so my engines had a flame out, but see, now we're playing with power here. Would really love to get my engines back at some point, though. There we go. So see, there's our Fulgent doing Fulgent things. Kind of watching two fights at the same time here. Just really don't want that Lamprey to get in my shot. There we go. Okay. So I think you're toast. I don't think you're far behind. And there's our Castigator that we want to rescue out of here. Okay, actually, there we go. So you're gone, you're gone. And now we have a pretty nasty crowd. This is what we want, our little veritable ball of death. Grim Beamer over here is taking a lot of hits. But that's down. Yeah, Castigator, let's just engage it. And then we should be able to free-for-all this, right? We got all of our little frigates over here doing little frigate things. It should be fairly straightforward. This guy's trying to run away. It's a little funny. That feeling of knowing you can't run, staring at the end and deciding, is this my Kobayashi Maru? The Castigator Legio was destroyed, so I don't know if we'll be able to recover it. Maybe we can with the story points. Looks like we ouchied it just a little too hard. Alright, it might be about time to do a full assault. We're gonna go for this one. Okay. Casimir. I do have another request to build a ship out with Project Casimir in it, so we do have a few other copies of it. We have some Project Silk as well. But this one's more fun because it's purple. Alright, it's full assault time. It's mop-up time. It's robot fighting time. Everybody is, everybody wants to rule the world here. But Looks like today it's just me. We actually have a rhyme over here. That's what you are, right? Right. Tumbleweed. It's another ship that I like. Of course, we gotta deal with you first. Hey, look, I can transport myself out of position and miss you with my fancy auto-fire shots, too. Okay. Alright, so we win, but I think our contract was to eliminate the whole thing. So, if we're doing it for the contract. We just got a lot of stuff going on here, and the Star Eater is definitely laying on some pain. Com replay deployed at location Gamma. Thanks, guys. Is that everybody? That's almost everybody. There's like a Norlasher left. And a bunch of other stuff. Okay. Yep, you're gonna get... Oh, we didn't get out of here. And it's a Wayfarer. Alright, so that should do it. Alright, cool. So all they have left is all this stuff. So obviously we pursue with the Lob Squad. And you guys. And you. Here we go. These guys still managed to retreat. So, ship recovery. We did not get the Castigator. We did get the Red Hand, which we are going to do for difficult recovery. We did... Oh, the Norlasher died again. I think, since it has no damage, we'll take it. And we may be able to get the Norlasher on the double tap. Some of these are good. I know technically it's another battle cruiser. Assault battle carrier. Once again, these are kind of unique to the events that happen here. The Red Hand started its service before the collapse under the name of MDF Impetuous, flagship of the Maxios Defense Force. In its early days after the collapse, Matthias Hammond, headmaster of the local terraformation project, and Admiral Leela Hammond, commander of the local force, quickly realized how dire the situation would be if the commander of the gates weren't reactivated quickly. Being prominent members of one of the influential families on the planet, they tried to prepare for the possible breakdown of the government for a few cycles. Together with the elite families of Maxios, they created a shadow government to maintain peace, and more importantly, maintain their standard of living. Yes, of course. During Cycle 32, the population unrest dramatically increased after some further rationing was imposed. Added to the top were a few backstabbing maneuvers to put blame on one or the other elite scapegoat. The cousins decided to put a radical end to their various machinations and attempted a coup, but underestimated how vindictive their enemies would be. The whole Hammond family ended up driven away from the planet, fleeing on the Admiral's flagship with some loyal troops in the Outer Rim worlds, promising one day to return to take their revenge on other families. Nope! Your ship is now mine. Alright, so we are gonna grab that. That is worth a story point. So, recovery. Alright, so pick through the wreckage. We actually didn't get any bonus experience for that, but here we go. That's good, that's good, that's good. That's good, that's good. We have some other weapons here. I'm going to be thinking about that one comment a guy said, hey, does he realize he sold something that was super overpowered? And no, I clearly didn't. So we're taking everything again. And did we actually get the bounty? The obliteration of the pirates' targets. So we have to defeat every single one of them. Okay. Let's double tap for a ship recovery. No Castigator. It is worth a shot. More weapons, though. So now we need to get you guys. Sorry, I need my money. Can I have my second in command handle this? Are they trying to run? I guess it's my first question. No. Okay, well. We got a double tap. We'll bring in our faster ships. And we're going to see what we can do. I am not a faster ship, so we're going to go full assault. Let's see who we can watch this time. Let's watch this one. We had a little bit of a look at Tony before. How many times is it going to take for us to destroy every single ship that's available? By the way, that Glimmer I do actually need to, I don't know, equip a Gamma Core to it probably. So yeah, where are we? We're down here. You're not even keeping up. Okay, enemy fleet is defeated. Oh god, the Buffalo retreated. That's what we're going to have to deal with here. So pursue them. Second in command. We're not going to worry about it this time. We have a lot of deployment points here. Oh my god, you still got away. Okay. I just want my money. Get back here. Okay, who can we have destroy this today? I'm literally gonna send something that's way too big to kill this. All y'all just for one Buffalo. Did you get it? We got it. Do we grab it? We don't. Alright, so that's a lot of extra repairs. But we did get a little bit of money. So the Red Hand resurfaces. And now we have this ship, which is pretty neat. Has some autocannons. Actually, outside of the paint job, I'll have to double check and see how different it looks compared to the cassowaries that it's pretty similar to. I'm sure there's something that's different, but regardless, that's going to do it for this one. This is Asher with Starsector. We finished up our homework. We did a bunch of stuff. I am going to need to pay for quite a few repairs, but we got a lot of supplies from those fights as well. If we look at our battle here, and this is our total other battle stats thing, because we have two mods that do battle stats. Here's one. Star Eater doing quite a bit of work. And so is the Electronic Donic. Still, gotta love that name. Grim Beamer. Getting out of position, but doing a lot of heavy work. Me stealing kills, but not getting credit for it. The Death Flower flowering over everybody. So yeah, I've got some other things to try to build, to try to do. And obviously, we have our custom production done. So there's always more that we can do here. There's other weapons that I can grab as well. Other fighters as well. So there's always more things to do and build and see. But we're at over 1 million now. I think our financial situation is finally in a better place. So that's a plus. Hopefully you've had fun watching this video, or at least scratching your head wondering why I keep doing what it is I'm doing here. But like I said, if I took every single fight in the world, I'd never be able to pursue my dream of crushing the people that are constantly bickering and infighting each other in the core worlds. So that's going to be one of my goals going forward. As you can see, there are a lot of factions that just can't get along, like Diable, HMI, the Ludix. Maybe some of these other ones are okay. Kingdom of Terra, I have my eye on them because they're a little... Oh, good, we're hostile with Brighton again. That's nice. They're not good at being friends with others, despite how much I've tried to teach them. So we'll have to see. But I think one of the really nice things that's been going on this whole time is that if you look at my inventory, we have a lot of Marines here. We are going to have a lot more Marines waiting for us. And if there is one thing I probably do need to build, and I'm not exactly sure how to pull it up here right now, but we do have some transport ship hulls. And I need to start getting some troop transports together because we are going to start cleaning up the streets in the Persian sector. But that's it for now. This is Asher with Starsector. Thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you'd like to see. Like I said, I am going to upgrade the amount of officers that are here because I've gotten a few requests for it. Hopefully I remember to do it before the next recording. But you all take care. It's June now. I can't believe it. Have a good one.